Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Monday, April 9th, 2018. Now what we've got going on today is the moon hanging out right here in Aquarius, which it moved into at 1 a.m. Mountain Time. And what that's going to bring really is a need for us to detach from our life, to disconnect, to take a step back here, to see our life in different ways, as well as Aquarius to see the big picture about our life, to be out and about, to socialize with friends, to think in unique and different ways about our life. Okay, going on. I think that is the big focus of today. As to where the past few days, the moon in Capricorn, we could have been very intense, had a lot of work, a lot of responsibility to take on. I think the moon in Aquarius is saying, okay, working is good, getting things done, good, but sometimes you got to take a step back, you got to look around, you got to see what's going on in order for you to get the perspective that it is that you need so that you can move forward, be more inspired about your life, understand what it is that you need to do next. All right, coming in. And I think that's what's going on today. After the moon moves into Aquarius, which it did at 1 a.m. Mountain Time, the next aspect it then makes is going to be at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And that's going to be as the moon moves further through Aquarius when it makes a sextile over here to Mercury in Aries. And I think what that can bring at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, after you've been taking a step back today, disengaging from some things in your life, I think at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, you can have some really positive or productive conversations, either with other people, with friends, especially with Aquarius. Aquarius rules friends. Or you can have some productive just thoughts, I think, with yourself here, helping you to, with Mercury and Aries, helping you to understand better who you are, to get more clarity on who you are, helping you as well with the Aquarius coming in to envision a future that you like better, to get more inspired about your life, to come up with unique solutions. All right, so I do see, especially at 1 p.m. today, there being a good chance for you to have positive conversations, positive thoughts, so that you can get more clarity on yourself, who you are, where you see your life going, so that you can work with other people and your friends in your life to help you move forward and get more clarity too. All right, so I do like it, but you just needing to make sure that you're taking that step back here, disengaging from some things in order for you to get the clarity and the insight that I think can come at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, okay? So that's basically what's going on today, because after 1 o'clock Mountain Time, the moon does not make any more aspects until 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, okay? And so that's what I think today is going to be best served for, is really just taking a break, not neglecting things if you got things to do, but not pushing too hard, allowing yourself to see things differently, to take some of the pressure off yourself so that you can get some insights that you wouldn't see otherwise if your head was down in work all day, okay? So that's what's going on. Now tomorrow is a slightly different story, okay, because once we get to tomorrow at 2 a.m., the moon, as it moves through Aquarius, is then going to come over the south node and square with Venus. So tomorrow at 2 a.m. could be a little bit difficult. Okay, maybe feeling a little bit held back in life with the moon being on the south node, maybe feeling like it's hard for you to move forward, maybe feeling like you're dealing with some old issues at 2 a.m. tomorrow with the square to Venus, maybe feeling like relationships are hard in the morning, maybe feeling like you don't feel quite right in the morning, it's hard for you to do the things that you want and value coming in, okay? So tomorrow is a little bit of a different story, but today I see being a very good thing for you to take a step back and see life differently, especially if you let yourself go there. All right, so I do like today, and I think that's why today giving yourself a break, considering other options, is going to be so important, so that by the time you get to midnight, it will 2 a.m. really tomorrow, you're better equipped to handle anything that does come up, if something uncomfortable or if any frustrations do come up at 2 a.m. tomorrow. If you spend the time today thinking about things in other ways, taking some of the pressure off yourself, getting some unique solutions or answers to some things that are going on in your life, I think it's definitely going to help you tomorrow morning if you feel held back, if you're feeling uncomfortable, if relationships are hard for you. It's going to help you, and it's going to allow you to be better equipped to deal with those things because you took the time today to find solutions, to relax, to lighten up, to be out and about with people, and maybe get like a network, a support to help you, okay? So that, I think, is what's going on today. All right. Now for stuff going on in the background. What we have is Venus here in a trine with Mars. I like this. I think what Venus and the trine to Mars is doing is really helping us to narrow our focus, to narrow down everything that's going on in our life, to pick a few things that we value, pick a few things that are important to us, and to really start to build on top of those, use those to our advantage to create a life that it is that we really like. Okay, and I like to think that Venus trine Mars is bringing more order to our life, more stability here, so that we can finally get more of our laser vision on and move towards something and build something without our life being everywhere. So I personally really do like it. Venus as well, coming into a square with the nodes too, saying finding that stability in life as you build towards something, narrowing down your options in life and being more confident with where your life is going is also going to be very, very important for you, okay? And maybe that's what the moon in Aquarius is asking us to do a little bit, because it's going to come into this spot tomorrow, is asking us to take a step back, to survey our life, to see the big picture, so that we can understand what we value, so that we can understand what's important to us, so that we can understand what it is that we need to build on to create more of that stability in our life in some way, okay? And I think the moon in Aquarius is saying, survey your life, look at the big picture, so that you can then figure out what you value, what you can build on, and how you can start to move forward now that you're seeing things differently. All right, so I think that's what's going on there. We've also got, after that, the sun in a square with Pluto coming in. It'll come in the beginning of this week. Also, while you're trying to narrow down your options, to find more stability and security in your life, to build something that's important to you, Sun square Pluto as well could be bringing up more changes to your identity, and more changes to where it is you thought your life was going. Maybe in order for you to find more of that stability in life, narrow down your options, build something that's really important to you, maybe you have to make some changes to where you see your life going. Maybe as the moon's in Aquarius, as you're looking, getting the big picture of things, you realize, oh, well, this is important to me instead of this. I thought this was important, but now this is, and now that this is more important to me, and that this is the direction I want to go in, or now that this is the option that I have to go in, maybe I need to change some things around in my general life direction, change some big important things in regards to my identity around, so that things can be less chaotic and I can start to build in this direction instead of that direction, now that I know things are different, and now that I've gotten more information, and now that I've taken a step back to see the big picture coming in. So I think that could be going on, or definitely some changes, some more changes you could be making here in your life and where you see your life going, so that you can finally start to build on something, feeling more stable and secure moving forward, pursuing the best option for you that can hopefully get the best results. All right, so I see that going on there. We also do have, as that's going on, Venus and Mars slowly, they won't do this till the end of the week, moving into a sextile here, both of them with Neptune. Also, I think saying if you can narrow down your options in your life and build on something, if you can create more stability in your life, and if you can change your life to bring that stability in, to focus on one or two things that you value, it's really going to help you here to find more of that comfort that is that you need, more of that peace to overcome the past, to step into new chapters and to feel better. But you won't be able to find that peace until you first commit to narrowing things down, building something that's important to you, moving forward on that, and creating the space in your life for you to work on the things that can help you the most, okay? So that's what's going on there. Even though Sun square Pluto can be a little hard, I think the result of that is meant to be good. Hard changes coming in so that you can finally find that stability that you need moving forward, all right? Also, the thing I want to mention, Jupiter in a sextile with Pluto as well happening, okay? And what Jupiter in a sextile with Pluto can bring, even if you are making changes, or even if there are a lot of hard changes going on in your life with Sun square Pluto happening on Tuesday, even if there's endings and beginnings, moving money around, relationships changing, that could be a little bit hard. I think Jupiter in a sextile with Pluto, some of these other things going on, are saying these changes are hopefully meant to help you understand better what's going on, for you to create more of a life that it is that you really want moving forward. Yeah, and I think some of these changes hopefully are going to be better for you to get more clarity about where your life is going, and to put your life in the right direction, understand why things had to happen, and are moving forward, okay? So that's what I see going on there. Now, your card. What we've got for today is the Four of Cups upright. This card, to me, Well, I think this to me is a very Moon in Aquarius kind of card. At least that's the way I'm going to relate it to, even though it's a cup. The suit is cups and Aquarius is an air sign. But the way I see this here is maybe we're focusing on, if you notice the boy in this this card, he's like under a tree, he's got like his arms folded and he's like looking down. I think what this could mean is perhaps we've got something that we're preoccupied with, especially with the moon just coming out of Capricorn. Maybe we've got a lot of responsibility, a lot of work, a lot of things we got to do that are on our mind, that are weighing us down here coming in. And I think all of this work and all this responsibility, or maybe these things that are stressing us out, are preventing us from lifting our eyes up, from surveying, from looking around, you know, seeing what's going on around us here, going on. And I think that's what we need to do today, is to lift our eyes up to see what's going on around us. Because if you allow yourself to loosen up, there are a lot of good insights, a lot of good things that can come. I'm going to think of this moon in Aquarius here as the cloud handing the boy the cup. If this boy just opened his eyes and looked up, he would see right in front of his eyes a solution he didn't see was there. He would see right in front of his eyes more information than it is that he needed, especially with this sextile to the Mercury coming in today. So I think if you allow yourself to disengage from some things, to detach, to not get so frustrated, even if there's a lot of stuff that you know you need to do going on, I think it's going to help you here to see things differently, to realize you have more options, other options, different options that may be better for you, that maybe you need to hold on to and do the Venus thing, use to your advantage at this time instead of what it is that you were originally thinking. And maybe this information that comes to you, or this insight through the moon in Aquarius, is ultimately going to be what you need in order to feel much better, more stable, more secure about your life moving forward. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. Your weekly horoscopes will be up first thing in the morning today. Well, first thing, what time will that be? Yeah, first thing, I'm hoping way earlier. Like normally I don't get my weeklies up until lately. I've been getting them up at like 7 or 8 Monday, but they should at night, but they should be up in the morning today. So you should see those in a few hours. All right, but they're going to be here. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. Sorry I haven't been more communicative on my videos. Y'all know I normally do like to tell you what's going on with me, but to be honest with you, too much hasn't been going on with me. I haven't been feeling too well lately, and it's actually not the physical kind of sickness, thank goodness, because a lot of you who've been watching my videos for a while have seen me not feel well. I feel like ever since last October, no, maybe it was like November, December of last year, I had like one like physical sickness after another with like horrible acne on my face, and then I feel like I almost had the flu in December, and then like just random things going on. And finally I'm feeling much better physically, but I think it's just emotionally. I've got Chiron at 29 degrees actually squares my Chiron, and it squares my Saturn, and my Saturn and my Chiron oppose. And so I've realized this past week or two that whenever a planet is at 29 degrees Pisces or 29 degrees Virgo, I just have this like impending sense of like doom and like guilt and like fear and sadness that comes in, just because it's like a super hard part of my chart. It's like, well, where do I turn? Like I can go to Chiron at 29 degrees Gemini, that sucks. I can go to Saturn, 29 degrees Sagittarius, that sucks. I can look at the opposite point of the T-square, 29 degrees Virgo, never good for me, either by transit or by someone having a natal planet there. It just brings up some inner conflict. So yeah, so it's just very hard for me, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get over that. Which is why I haven't really said much or even done much, because I'm like, I'm going to do so much astrology when I left my job, and it's just been really hard for me because now that all the, like, it's been one physical thing after another, and now that the physical stuff, now it's mostly just like emotional, like sadness that I'm trying to deal with. And normally once the planet leaves 29 degrees Virgo, which is a problem for me too, or 29 degrees Pisces, I feel much better, but it's just taking its sweet time for it to leave. And then of course Chiron's gonna be back later this year, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just thought I would chat you up about that at the end of my video. But that's what's going on with me. Hope y'all are faring better. But thank you so much for hanging in, and I will talk to you later. I hope you have a good day.